Advice to my 18-year-old self. Hello, beautiful. Today you're 18 and officially a woman. I know you are uncertain about the direction you would like to take in life. You have so many roads you could take and paths to follow. But rest assured, this is the most important time of your life and can determine the outcome of your future. Today I want you to take some time for yourself. Think about who you really are and what you really want. My dear, do your best not to idealize the future, but do think big. I know you haven't had much guidance in your life, so you are limited in your thinking. But I want you to decide today to trust yourself and your instinct. Please go with your gut feeling, which is the first feeling you have about a person or a situation, and let it guide you. Don't listen as much to your heart as you do your gut, because your heart will sometimes unintentionally lead you astray. Take your time to become an individual. Don't worry about your friends and what they are doing. Don't try to turn yourself into a couple too soon. You need to get to know you and the woman you want to be and the individual. Become your greatest self. I want you to learn as much as you can by reading books. Read books from different genres, different authors, different timeline, both fiction and nonfiction. Please, my dear, read, because you were not properly guided through your youth. Big decisions are yet to come that you were not properly prepared to handle. I know you like to write, so please continue to do so. Right now, I know you are thinking every day about how you're going to get through your day-to-day life, finishing high school, and starting college. But I want you to take some time to think about the woman you want to become and do some research to find a mentor. Yes, in an ideal world, your mother should be your mentor. But sweetheart, I know you do not have this because your mother is not here. So look to other women to be mentors. Maybe someone at your church, maybe a teacher at your school. Even go online, look at LinkedIn, type in what kind of job title you'd like to hold, CEO, financial advisor. Find someone there you can talk to. Ask them if they can be your mentor. I want you to think about this as it will guide you. So look to become an individual first. On relationships. I know you've been thinking about finding the right partner because you have been programmed every day to think about this Bonnie and Clyde existence. Honey, trust me, this is not real and should not be your focus. This year you're allowed to be selfish. Please take this time to find you. Do not date. This is danger at your age. Your judgment is clouded by emotions and you'll be easily manipulated. Stay single and find yourself. Learn what you want and what you don't want. Learn how to depend on yourself, make your own decisions, learn to depend on you to provide for yourself. You are a woman now, and you must become one who is not weak but strong, who thinks for herself and is not easily manipulated. And this takes work, knowledge, and preparation. So, honey, trust me, this year, stay single. I'm not saying you can't go out and have fun. You can go out, you can go on dates, but do not rush to fall in love or become a couple. On role models. Be careful who you choose as a role model, mentor, or person you look up to. Make sure that money and success are not your only criteria for admiration. Make sure that those you strive to emulate are people of good character, strong will, passion, honesty, integrity, and of course, great value. On friendship. I'm sure you've heard the saying, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. This couldn't be more true in life. We must choose our friends carefully because they influence us in ways you cannot imagine. Friends can either put you on the right path or the path to destruction. You must surround yourself with people of value and integrity, people you can trust, people who put your feelings first, people who value you, people who value others and also life, people who are on the correct path. By now, you're smart enough to know when someone is of good character and is worth having in your life. Make that decision. Make it a logical one, not emotional. On values, this is the most important thing for you to try to figure out. Please take some time to decide what you want, what is important to you, what rules do you want to live your life in accordance with. Having values help you to make decisions. Values such as, I will be a person of integrity, or I will be honest with myself and others, and also, I will open my mind to education and learning. Other good values will be, I will turn my back on negative people and situation. I will not choose love over myself. I will choose me over others. Even, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Any of the above serve as rules to live by and will save you from your emotional self. On friction. Sweetie, there's no easy way to say this. In life, you will experience pain, loss, anxiety, shame, and regret. Now that you know this, I want you to prepare yourself mentally to be strong enough to handle this. This is where the knowledge gathered through books, education, and mentors can help. We have a tendency to want to take the path of least resistance, the easy road, the pain-free road. But trust me, if you live your life avoiding pain, you will end up suffering greater pain and regret later in life. Please do not allow your emotions and pain avoidance to guide your life. If you see a situation is no good for you now and your future self, then let it go. Move on and deal with the pain now, because if you avoid it now, it will be compounded later in life and you may not survive it then. This also means the pain of going to school, studying instead of hanging out, even the pain of living with your parents while you finish school, the pain of getting a job now, the pain of starting a career now instead of looking to easy money, the pain of working for yourself instead of letting someone else support you. These are all things that you need to deal with now. Friction creates strength. If you cannot handle friction, you will go through your life as a weak individual who's constantly manipulated, taken for granted. You do not want this. On love. This topic should have been the focus of the advice because you love to love. You will fall in love with the devil if he wore a disguise and put on a fake smile. Remember, love is complicated and we don't fall in love overnight. Love should not be on your brain at 18. And people love to use love to hurt and manipulate others. It is a very effective tool. A man might start to date a young woman such as yourself and do all the things to convince her that he is in love. This includes buying flowers, gifts, telling her she's different than all the others, making her jealous that way she tries harder to hold on to him, spending a lot of time with her and isolating her from her friends and family. But I want you to think for yourself at all costs. If a man is doing this so he can control you or your life in any way for any benefit at all, please walk away. At this point, your brain has not developed enough to handle a dangerous and strong emotion such as love. Please know your worth and value before you date. Trust me, it seems like an inconvenience now, but you will thank me later. You are loved and have plenty of time to date when you know who you are and what you want and need from a partner. Also, when you are mentally strong enough to walk away from a bad situation, even when you believe you have found your soulmate. By the way, this doesn't exist. It's just another way for our lovers to manipulate us. So, the whole point is keep your eyes open. Think with your brain and not your feelings, emotions, or your heart. I trust that you will do so. On sex. Sex is a very important thing. It is how we humans reproduce, and it causes great happiness and pain. It can make you choose the wrong partner as it creates the feeling of love and bonding. Many manipulators use this as a weapon, so beware. My advice to you would be don't have sex with anyone who you would not want to be with forever. As we know, sex can lead to unwanted pregnancies, STDs. It can literally ruin your life if you are not careful. Casual sex should not happen, my dear. You cannot handle its great power and will fall in love with the wrong partner. I know it feels like something you need right now, but wait until you find the right man who deserves that part of you. Don't rush. You have time to do this. Some old values serve to keep us on the right path, and this is one of them. Wait. On psychopaths and other cluster B personalities. Cluster B personality types prey on naive young and old women. They can sense your innocence or need for love or belonging. They will find out what you need, then be the one to give it to you. They will fill your void and draw you in, and soon you will find it hard to imagine your life without them. These predator types are usually hard to spot. They are very charming and sweet and caring at first. But be careful. As soon as they get you wrapped up in them, they will change drastically. This personality type do not and cannot love you. So if you find yourself entangled with this type, please run away as fast and soon as possible. They are dangerous to your health, your future, your self-worth, and esteem. And most of all, they are dream and soul crushers. Avoid them like the plague. Stand up to the struggles of life. I know you are avoidant at heart, and you seek to please people and keep the peace. But you must change this Achilles heel as soon as possible. This will be your downfall. You will not stand up to adversities, but bow down and take the blows. Please change this as soon as you can. The way to change this is by finally realizing what you truly need and don't need. You do not have to keep the peace because you're strong enough to handle conflict and changes that are inevitable in life. Never swallow your feelings to keep a family member, lover, or anyone else in your life. Be honest with yourself and others. This will keep you healthy both inside and out. If you continue to swallow your pride, keep the peace as a way to preserve the status quo, you will regret it later. It will cause you unimaginable pain and suffering. So, whatever you do, start standing up for yourself. Don't allow the struggles of life to knock you on your knees. Regrets. We will all have some regrets in life, but make the right decisions to ensure that you will not be left with regrets so great that you are unable to forgive or love yourself later in life. Your focus. Your focus for this year is to get to know you and become independent. You're officially an adult now. It's time to grow up. Mommy and daddy are no longer there to guide you as much as before. So this year, you will arm yourself with the tools needed to make the most important decisions that are yet to come. You're strong. Life is tough. But with the right set of tools, values, you will be able to make the correct decision and live and grow as a woman. Take care, my love.